he said, our people are not built like that. We come from a diverse economy where you go to school, you can get a really good job, and then you can earn a lot of money. But in Africa, now you're not that person anymore. You have to be the person finding the talent, scouting the talent.
Hi guys, welcome to Kenganda. My name is Janita Maya and this is the Repat podcast. I'll let my co-hosts introduce themselves.
Hello everyone, Maintain, DJ and producer, living in Kampala for 5 years, Caribbean and proud.
Okay.
Switched up, you see that, switched up.
It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, 345th generation African-American living in Kampala. And we try to get a new setup for y'all. Yeah. I got tired of you roasting me. Shout out to Warta Maya in the comment. Bro, we got tired of you dusting this up, man. So we trying to improve the stuff, brother. So shout out to everybody.
Yeah, big up.
Yeah, and thank you so much for your support because we're doing all this for you guys. Okay. Yeah. Now having the right attitude is a main thing in this life, and that's what we're going to react to today. Now, there's this clip that O'Shea actually shared with me. It's from YouTube. It's from a gentleman. He goes by Block929. I don't know why he does that, but
good brother too.
Yeah,
from Malawi. Shout out to the brother in Malawi. You need to bring him on the show. Yeah,
big up Malawi.
Okay, let's watch this.
And lots of things. I mean, when you want to go to shops to buy things, the things are not available. You don't get them, and this was very, very difficult. But then, as I kept on struggling, I discovered that most of these challenges that I'm facing, they're even getting worse because of my attitude, the way I think. Because when I came back, I was just constantly judging the system that was happening, how the way things were done. I was always judging, always feeling frustrated. But then I started, starting to think, because I've read a lot of books, and I started to think, to say, why don't I do things differently? Why don't I turn this whole situation to my own advantage? So I started learning to understand why people behave the way they behave, why businesses behave the way they behave. And I saw that because these businesses are not doing things the right way, the way things are supposed to be done, it was now presenting opportunities for me. And I said, what if I started doing things differently? What if
So the gist of this clip is having the right attitude when you relocate to Africa, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So guys, what do you think? Is it about having the right attitude to make it in Africa?
Let Maintain.
Yeah, I think it is, because you can't go anywhere and expect it to be like where you come from. Like every place is unique, and a lot like what the amazing brother in the video said. Yeah. I was bringing my Western ideals
right
to Uganda, because I often come across the same problems. Like you'll find, for instance, in the supermarket, you'll have a product there, you like it, you buy it, you'll come back, and it's not there for like 6 months. And it's also like, it's an issue with import taxes as well.
Yeah.
Like the import tax is really high here. So, it's you have to, well, not a lot of people know that.
Right.
But in saying that, your attitude's got to be right, because you've got to learn the way of life.
Yeah.
In Africa, wherever it is you settle on the continent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that's very important, because you'll just find frustration otherwise. Africa is not the West.
Right.
Africa is unique to itself. Mm-hmm. And it's important that you keep that in mind.
Yes.
And you learn about it. You learn about the ways.
Yeah.
I mean, even like picking up, like, I'm not fluent in Luganda, but you pick up little words here and there. Yeah. Not right now.
Been in Uganda 5 years.
You love putting me on the spot, Johnny.
Been in Uganda. Been in Uganda since independence and can't speak Luganda yet.
But it helps when you're getting on borders, or you're doing certain things, and you want to like them to understand what you want from them as a service. So like learning little words here and there definitely helps. But Western ideals, you've got to throw them out the window. Yeah. And start from fresh.
Yeah. Can I just say before we move on to O'Shea?
Yeah, sure.
I think you have a very valid point.
Thank you.
Yeah. But I also think that I'm going to be a bit pessimistic, and I say that you can't just say, have the right attitude and everything's going to work out. You can't wish yourself into wealth. You can't wish yourself into good service. You can't say, oh my God, yes, I wish I would be treated like this, or I wish this was here, or I wish that was there.
Right.
I think what when you watch the whole clip,
Yes.
he also talks about working hard and seeing opportunities where they need to be. You
Right.
can't just come here and say, okay, maybe I need to lower my standards and change my attitude and everything will get better. I think you also need to put in the work.
Yes.
And, fill in the gap where you can and not just wish.
To interrupt you, I
Wish it
never
away.
said lower standards.
No, I say,
Okay.
I agreed with what you're saying. I was just saying to the other side of people who are all manifestation and waking up in the morning and saying, I am strong, I am beautiful. Like, okay, you can do all that. But if you're not working towards what you want, then
Yeah, if you're not putting the effort in.
Then
Is that
it's
what you're saying?
nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, okay. Y'all looking at me, so I guess I got to talk, right? Trying to make it brief. So that was a very powerful video. What's the guy's name? Block what?
Block 929.
Block 929. So his story was he was a Malawian living in South Africa.
Right.
Because I was wondering, why is this guy from Malawi always, his videos are always targeting African Americans, Black British. If you look at his titles, you'll see that repeating a lot on the channel. I'm like,
Yeah.
but bro, you're in Malawi. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? And then it wasn't until listening to his experience that I can understand,
Right.
why he does that. And it's because he lived in South Africa for 15 years and he was working in certain industries where he was the only Black. So, forget about South African Blacks. He was the only Black person there. So he learned, and South Africans, the white ones, they do have pretty good systems. Yeah, they have the most diverse economy in Africa. So he learned those skills and he came back to Malawi. And upon returning, he found a lot of the things you're just talking about. Yeah. Like I don't go shopping in the market, but even in the
supermarket
Kampala versus Nairobi episode we did with the chef, he talked about that. He would even tell me like, hey, I got to go to the store to care for. I don't know what's there, but when I get there, whatever I can get, that's what I'll cook tonight.
Yeah.
So I don't experience that because I don't go shopping, but he does, right? And what you just said is the truth. So, and then, when you, upon coming back here, you're used to things going a certain way. And then, you're dealing with a lot of, let me just say this. You're dealing with more shady people than you want to deal with. It's not saying that everybody is shady, but it is enough, right?
Yeah.
And even on this podcast, I must say some of our best podcasts are about a lot of the complaints that, especially me having, because I'm like always. Even the first podcast about.
About the beef.
No. The one with the guy this guy from London. He was here.
Sukali.
That guy's 26,000 views, right?
Yeah.
And so what happens is that you come here to Africa or Uganda, and let's say in particular, I guess Malawi is somewhat similar, but Uganda probably is a bit better because Malawi doesn't have the institutions I think that Uganda has. So Uganda, in comparison to someone like Liberia or Sierra Leone, is a lot more better, I think, in certain things.
Yeah.
But you're encountering people that are not going to tell the truth. Sometimes in the business world, a lot of times, middlemen, how not to do things. And so also couple that with maybe you're not trained to be an entrepreneur. Like I was doing an interview with Tim Swain. Yeah. Tim Swain is African-American living in Ghana. And he said something about Black Americans that was true. He said, our people are not built like that. We come from a diverse economy where you go to school, you can get a really good job, and then you can earn a lot of money. But in Africa, now you're not that person anymore. You have to be the person finding the talent, scouting the talent. And that's something that you have to be able to build your own systems. And a lot of people from Britain and America can't do that because they've never had to do it. And if you do it for the first time here, it's a problem. And honestly, bro, we this podcast that we have now is pretty much a response to what we saw in the market.
Yes.
Because there was no opportunities for us as a diaspora to communicate in a podcast format what was going on in the world. And there's an opportunity.
Yeah.
Are we frustrated? Yes. But we also have the attitude that we still don't want to go back home, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We love the place enough that we don't want to go back. And having a positive attitude is great, because Jonita, she could tell you, almost every day. Like there was a point this year for 3 months straight, I was every day I was livid, I was pissed off every day. And of course she's good enough now to ignore me. You know what I mean? Her and Rachel, they don't even pay attention to what I'm talking about.
This is your facial expression.
And I'm just, but the thing that I want to say is having the right attitude works Not just here, it works anywhere in the world. Yeah?
True.
And a lot of times you're gonna get scammed. Like you're gonna get fucked over.
Yeah.
You're gonna get lied to. And people are not gonna do it. It's gonna happen. And just when it happens, do you need to blame all of Uganda for it or all of Africa for it? Or this is what you Africans do or whatever. It's easy to do that.
Yeah.
But having the right attitude means that, okay, this person doesn't want to do the right thing. They don't appreciate me. Because sometimes we take it personal.
Oh, yeah. It's very easy to.
Yeah, it's very easy to take it personal, especially like that situation where, you're doing really good business with this person and they're, you find out they're trying to screw you over and you're like, damn, like.
Yeah, I've found that the standard tends to drop off.
Right. There you go.
Like when I'm dealing with things around the home and with my DJing and whatnot, it's like you first make contact and everything is great.
Right.
Punctual, on time. Well, they're both being the same thing, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And then slowly it just starts to just trail off. They'll be less communicative than late or not bring the right equipment and things like that. And I don't know what it is, whether they feel like, I'm just speaking from personal experience, whether they feel like, all right, I've got that work now, so let me put the effort into new work. You know what I mean? And kind of neglect the customer like me, who you've been using for a year plus now, right, for the new.
Yes.
So, it's just, I suppose, finding a balance. But I suppose if opportunities are scarce, people are going to just jump on the new thing and kind of neglect what got them there, which was their good service in the first place.
There you go.
So, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit short-sighted. You're just chasing the bag, and not thinking about customer care a lot. But I know there's many factors for it. Mm-hmm. But I'm just finding it, I don't know. I just can't put my finger on it, and I like to, as a person, I like to figure out why certain things are certain ways and why individuals are,
Can I be honest?
Performing in such a way. Yeah.
Let me just say this. Even with I'm just giving transpose that to even with women, right? I'm 42 years old. I'm going to be next month.
Right.
I've been trying to figure out what women do for a long time, and I noticed I don't understand, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What women do, what here?
Just in general, right? Just this thing. Like as a man, I can't figure out why this thing happened with her, or right in general. Like I've been trying to figure this stuff out until it came to a point where I just don't know, right? So I can't focus on what I can't understand in a way, right?
Right.
In the same way, with why somebody's doing whatever it is, I used to do that, and now I'm just like, I just don't care. Okay, so you don't want to do that? Here's what we're going to do now. Yeah. So now that you don't want to do it, let me create my own system. Because, Uganda got to move forward. The diaspora, we got to move forward. So if you're not going to do it in the right way, now I'm going to be your competitor. And I'm going to blow you out of the water.
Right.
Since you don't want to do the right thing. And I think that's what the brother is saying. And it's so easy to get into, why is this person doing that? I used to think about that. Like, I'm being nice to them. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Why do they do that? And then now it's just like, I don't even care why because there's no way my mind can fathom why they do it.
Yeah.
Because we come from different, even stuff in America. It's like, why do people do stuff in America? Nobody knows. People are crazy, right?
Yeah.
I don't like to focus on why they did it. It's just the fact that they did it, right? And now that I'm here, and it's me against, and whoever I got against, the world while I'm here. Not to say that in a negative way or some negative connotation, but I need to produce for myself. I have people that's working with us. I have a relationship with, let's say, you. I have to make sure I maintain my trust with you. And you've done a great job for us. I have Joe Nita's done a great job. These are the people that I have to be responsible to. Yeah. So I have a responsibility to these people here. Right?
Yeah.
So if anybody is against that, they have to go. I don't care why you did what you did. You just have to go. And the opportunity is what he's saying. I think as African Americans, we take things so personal. And I can take things so personal.
Same here, bro. I take it so personal.
Yeah.
And I've learned to just, I don't know if whether this is helping or not.
Yeah.
But I've just learned to just cut off.
Right.
Just cut. It's like, because I give chances because I want to see people win, right? And like through my DJing, because I go to in one night I could go to 4 different locations, and for a driver that's good business. I'll maintain. How'd you get it? Oh, my driver's here. Da, 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 da. Oh, can we go to the next spot with you? Da, da, da. And they like his service, and then they start using him and things like that. Like last Friday, my driver didn't pick me up. Like I was, he came and he said, he came about 1 a.m. He goes, you're normally finished about now. I said, yeah, we started late. We had issues with the mixer. Right? So, I've got airport run to do. I've got, they land in 1:30. All right, so they'll probably get out, baggage, visa, about 2:15. So you better go get them and come back and get me. I'll wait for you. He said, yeah, cool. 4 a.m. Phoned one phone, straight to voicemail. Phoned the other phone, just rang out.
Yeah.
And then I owed him money from another trip.
Yeah.
So I just cleared it up, sent him the money for it. Then he messaged me. It says, "Good morning, boss. How are you?" like you just didn't leave me at the drop. Like how did I get home, bro?
Right.
So I just messaged him back. Yeah, I'm good. How are you? And he goes, "Are we working tonight?" It's me. Nah, it's good. And that's it. On to the next, you know?
Yeah.
So whereas before, I'd take it so personal.
Yeah.
Like, I pay you well. I've got you business.
Right.
Da-da-da.
Very, very
But now
well.
I'm just like, you know what? I can't help someone like that.
Yeah.
Whereas before I'd want to. But now, like, this is just you.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So.
Yeah. Speaking of second chances, I know you're saying you want to cut people off, but in this clip, the guy was talking about having like meeting honest people. Not everyone you're gonna meet in Africa is going to be honest. People like to take shortcuts. Unfortunately, clearly, you can see that people like to take shortcuts. So he mentioned that what he does is that he trains his people. Yeah. So speaking of second chances, you may meet someone who may not be up to your standards, but if you can train them to meet your standards, then that can work. But so that's where the second chance comes in. Not with your driver, because
that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, but like that's where the second chances come in, because even on Kenganda, not everyone who has been working for Kenganda started out in that field.
Right. Got you. Yeah.
She trained them, or like facilitated the training
Right.
for maybe 5 months or so for them to be who they are right now.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you're in the continent, you might have to train some people here and there, invest in them and facilitate whatever they need so that they can be who you want them to be.
Oh yeah.
Because
for
if
sure.
you go out there waiting for perfect people, waiting for people who will meet your standards the whole time.
Can I be honest?
Please.
I fired John before.
Wow. Exposing me.
I have.
Wow.
No. I fired everybody before.
I heard that. I heard you fired everyone.
And this one too.
But I didn't know.
Yes.
You fell into
Like
that category.
we have been like, me and Jonita have had like some of because she's one of the oldest employees, right? So real father-daughter sort of,
Dynamic.
like Nigeria versus Ghana sort of beef. Like we've had some wars, bro, like to the point where I didn't want to, like, if you say her name in front of me, you're gone. Just pack your shit and get out.
Wow.
You know, it's been that.
That's
It's been really bad before. Like, don't bring her nowhere near me. Right? I mean, we're on the podcast. We'll talk about it. But here's something that we gotta know. I make mistakes. So many. Yeah, I've lost the business before. Johnny has made mistakes.
I have. I definitely have it.
So, but the thing is here, this is one of the things that we're doing as the black race is we have to bring our people up.
Yeah.
So sometimes, people, when we're coming from the West and America or Britain's like, you went to uni? You guys call it uni, right?
Yeah.
We call it university, college, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. You know that the job starts at 8:00 in the morning. You better be there at 7:45.
Yeah.
That's something you know.
Yeah.
This people are gonna make mistakes here. And one thing that I'm looking for is that person honest? I've had people that stole stuff from me live before. And and I've dealt with them in a very rigorous way. But then at the same time, I'm thinking about, all right, here's the process, right? We're a black world trying to rebuild ourselves up to catch up to everybody else. And some of our people, I'm not making excuses for them, but you got to deal with them. Now, I'm a lot better at dealing with the guys than the women.
Right. Why is that?
Because the guys, they already know. They know that nobody's going to help them. Women, a little bit different, and they're a little bit more, a lot more sensitive. I can't really tell them how I really feel.
That's so interesting because in the entertainment industry, it's the reverse.
Yeah,
I'm straight up with the women, and they're on point, and it's the guys.
Yeah,
that are shady. The promoters.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true.
Like the event managers, like some DJs, not all. Most DJs here are cool, but some are a little bit.
I can't have a guy manage this business. They're gonna destroy it. To the women, I prefer women administration. Right? So, not to say guys can't do it, but
I just find working with women so much easier.
It's easier.
Probably be called a simp for it, but I find working with women way easier.
Women are easier in some ways and problematic because they can fight each other, or they can have little beefs between each other you don't know about, and it's there's pettiness going around that you don't know.
Can you expand?
No, we're best friends.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that can happen, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But it's boss, I need to talk to you about, and he's like, okay, who you talking about? You know what I mean? Things like that.
Yeah.
But with the women, you can't be as direct as you would like to be.
Okay.
The guys, like, I'm going to deal with you right away.
Yeah.
Fast, in a hurry. Like, and then they know. But the thing about it is that I lost this entire business by just like, get them out. And Jonita was the manager at the time. So, Jonita was just getting them out of here hit. I don't even want to say the word, like, week? Think of your worst dictator.
Yeah.
Ayadema Togo or something like that. And just
I've changed my ways, guys. No.
Get them out. Okay, go. Like, so it was just me and her left.
Okay.
And so at the same time, like, if a person is like 60% good, 50% good, all right. Why did you make that? So now it's like, okay, it's opportunity because that person does have something to offer. Okay. It's not America,
Yeah, bro.
So I would fire you in America, but this is Uganda. Right?
Right.
So why did you do that? What were you thinking about? What are the implications? Okay, all right, yeah. So are you accountable? Like one time I'll just give a story. So our driver, Patrick, he likes to drive. And we have so I noticed in Uganda that when people drive, they always blame the other person, no matter who's wrong.
Yeah, I've seen
that person is like, for example, that person takes the right of way or running the red light, and the car is coming. That person's yelling at the person who ran the red light.
Yeah.
So that was Patrick one day, right? So he's driving one day. He ran a red light completely, but he had an excuse. But one day he parked the car here, in between two yellow lines. So I said, okay. So I saw the bad parking right there. I said, come here. Yes? Let me show you something. I said, go look. Let me show you something outside. So he's looking, right? And he's looking down. He parked in between two parking spots, real messed up. And he's thinking with his mind, he's trying to give me a Negro excuse. He's trying to come up with a lie as to why that is. So I'm sitting here trying to see what excuse he's gonna get.
Yeah.
And he's thinking, he's really trying hard. Says, you know what? I'm sorry, man. Yeah. This is I messed up. So now what I've noticed is when I'm dealing with people here, okay, let me get you in a situation where you have to account for what you did.
Yeah.
Because what I know about in Africa, they will definitely give you an excuse. This is what, no. So now I know how to get them where you are. I know how to do it now where you cannot get around it. So I come to you with the evidence. Boom. You see this? Editor missed the clip. Okay. At 1 minute and 36, play it right there. And I'm sitting back like this right here. Yeah, I messed up. Yeah. This is what I did.
Yeah.
And they'll fix it.
It's happened a lot.
Yes, it's happened a lot. Yeah. So now I know how to deal with you So what I'm saying is, we have to have, especially the person has talent and they are trying, we got to be a little bit more lenient because you can't just keep going through this person, right? Yeah. And then eventually, like she said, because she's been in the business long enough to know that we tried that way before it doesn't work. Yeah. So we do got to have patience if they're good people and have,
Johnny, I've got a question for you.
Oh, okay.
So when O'Shea was going through his hire and fire stage, right? How did that make you feel, one? And two, what did you learn from that experience? moving
How
forward.
did it make me feel?
Yeah.
Well, since I was doing the firing, or she'll just tell me fire this one. I was like, I'm
rid
so
of him.
sorry.
Get rid of her.
No, I'm so sorry. I had to do what needed to be done. I'm sorry, genuinely sorry. I had to do the job. If your boss tells you, okay, you need to let go this person, you just do what you're told, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you talk it out and you do what you have to do. How did that make me feel?
And what did you learn
with
as well?
With that, I wasn't close to that team, the one that was there before. So I didn't feel, no offense, I didn't feel any type of, okay, this sounds so bad. Okay, I felt bad, but then when they were let go, they didn't feel bad themselves, because like I think they were going on to like better things, or they were going to do something else.
Or they
then
knew it was
others were
coming.
going back to school.
Right.
And by then, some were doing it as a gig. It wasn't a full-time job. By then, Uganda wasn't offering full-time jobs. It was just like, oh, there's this, let's do this and get you paid. So basically, it wasn't a full-time job for that time.
Okay.
The lesson was to not get on Oshe's bad side, which I failed. But let's move on. The lesson was to just, I don't know, just do what you have to do.
Right.
You know, just
So I've been here, 5 years now, right? 5 years in all.
Yeah.
Moving forward, what would be your advice to me?
you learn some Luganda word at least.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think my advice to you would just be, I feel like the industry that you're in, you meet so many shady people and you meet so many crooks, no offense, but that's your industry.
So
you
many
know
what?
that. Crooks.
Oh, yeah.
You know that, right? Like that's the industry that has
definitely,
the most scandals, no offense to them.
No, you're right.
But you know the industry that you're in. I think just moving forward, when you meet your people, just build your team. That would be the advice, because if you keep changing, dropping, and picking up new people, you don't know their intentions.
Yeah, that's very
That would be
true.
my advice. Does that help?
Yeah. No, it does help because I do chop and change
Yeah.
quite a lot.
Yeah.
So there's no like consistency, but it's getting better. I'm meeting people that we have a respect for each other.
Yes.
And they know where I'm coming from.
Right.
And they know what I need.
Right.
So it is getting better. But
yes.
the thing that upset me about my most recent driver is because I've given him so many chances.
Yeah.
And I had people coming up to me saying, I ain't going to say his name, is so-and-so still your driver? And I'd be like, yeah. And they look at me like this. What upset me was I've been using this guy for years and I've got him so many customers in the entertainment world. And he just makes up the most ridiculous lies. And leaves me stranded with equipment. Because I ain't telling you what I'm traveling with, but you know what I mean? I'm just like, I can't just jump on a boat with it.
Yeah, I got it.
So it's just upsetting. And then I'm like, anyway.
Yeah.
Let me just say this, with my frustrations, because Kingana has been somewhat, I would say, of a success.
Somewhat.
Somewhat, I would say. I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah. So the thing about it is like, how do you do that? Everybody is not a scammer, right?
True.
You do have good people. I met even some terrible people in the diaspora here, but I've met some great people that's from the local community here. And having a great attitude, man, it works.
Yeah.
Having a great attitude always works. And the opportunities I've had have, anywhere in the world. People say, Uganda is very difficult to do business. And it is. But it's never so difficult if you have a great attitude. I remember we walked into Nairobi in September. We didn't have a place and stuff like that. But we got a lot of help,
Yeah.
Shout out to
Our Kenyan coordinator.
Yes, I don't want to give her name out there because y'all gonna be trying to follow her, but she helped us out there a lot, and it was having a good attitude. We were in a place we didn't know, and one thing I noticed is that Africa has so many great people that can help you.
For sure.
Great people. Is it gonna come with some shit sometimes? Yes.
You know what it is? It's like you've got to get through. I don't want to swear, but you got to get through the sometimes. Yeah. To get to the real,
a lot of times,
to the real people.
Yes.
The real talented people. The real. Because I've met amazing people. I don't want to be like just moaning on this podcast, because that's not what it's about. I love Uganda. This is me now.
Right.
Like
me too.
The most I'm ever going to be back in London is for 3 months tops. and then I'm back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't even want to be there that long.
Right.
No disrespect to my family back in London, because I know you watch this now. I don't know how you found it, but yeah, you watch it now.
Shout out to Unc.
Yeah, but shout out to no, big bro. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's like, it's just hard when you think something's one way.
Right.
And it's
The
just,
other way.
it's the other way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I've learned to deal with it a lot better.
Yes.
I have many drivers on the rotation and we keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also, like I said, with this place, there's so many great people and there's so much opportunity because if you can fill the gap, you can be great. Like this is no disrespect to the diaspora in Ghana. None of y'all have a podcast like ours here in Uganda. We will crush y'all. Okay, I'm just gonna just be real. I'm trying to just the truth.
Real?
We like y'all don't want the smoke. I'm just being. I love the diaspora, but we gonna give y'all that work over here. It's the truth, right? And y'all deeper than us over there. But we got the podcast over here. That's gonna hit $1 million on Spotify, and we're gonna turn it down though. But it comes from just setting it up. I just had a call that What Am I came here. He introduced people here. It's just people will help you if you're productive, and just be the productive person. People are you're doing something great, man. People are gonna that guy is good, maintain is good, he's good, legit in the business, opportunity's gonna come. And you know what? I met so many awesome people here who have changed my life. I can't thank Jonita enough. She brought me her brother, right? And I've been at war with everybody on this team. Ain't nobody I haven't been at war with, right? But Quasi, Sam Moran, Kim the comic, I fired him too before the rest in peace.
Everyone can get it.
Everybody
can get it.
I didn't get at least once threatened to fire you, or almost fired you. So but I met Woden Maya brought me Satati, which brought me to Celebrity Junk, which helped me get my mom a house. That was an African did that for me, right? It was a Kenyan.
Oh, amazing. Man.
Yeah, and the Kenyan and Ugandans help give me everything that I have, and they help give the diaspora what we have. So it's been that relationship, that bridge that, and the African American community, all those people came together to give us what we have today, this podcast. So have an open mind. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do our best as this podcast to try to mitigate some of your circumstances that you will go through or what you won't go through. We're going to try to bring on the guests, people that can help you. And so that's what our job is to you. And we know that value is going to come back to us, but have a positive attitude in the Black world. Not even just here. If you in Black London, everybody ain't shady. Black America, look at Earn Your Leisure. Earn Your Leisure is one of the best financial African-American podcasts out there. And they're going to be doing a world tour. You know where they're going to be doing a world tour at, their podcast in December? In Accra, Ghana. Accra, Ghana, the diaspora is doing so great there that people are saying, look, we're going to be in London, Singapore, Dubai, and Accra.
Yeah.
But that's because people had a eyesight to say, hey, might be problems here, but we're going to make this home no matter what.
But you know what? I will take the problems in Uganda over UK.
Oh.
Any day.
Any day. Yeah.
Any day.
USA also.
Yeah.
So just have a positive attitude. Like I said, sometimes you got to go through things. You got to pay your dues. In Uganda, you're going to pay your dues, man. You never stop paying them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And like the man said, instead of see your complaints as opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah, because you say, we don't have this here. Maybe you can find a way to bring it in and do something about it.
Yeah,
but don't be an online boutique just hiking up your prices. Yeah, we can get it cheaply in the supermarket.
Yeah.
For another episode, maybe.
Yeah. Before we go, I just want to say, what the diaspora, number one, I'm so passionate about what we are. We are the greatest diaspora on planet Earth.
Yeah.
We have the most, if the Africa Free Trade Agreement, whenever that comes in together, and that's going to take time.
Yeah.
That's going to take a lot of effort, but it's going to be the biggest trading bloc on planet Earth. It will surpass the European Union. It will surpass the North American economy. So we have the greatest and one of the largest diasporas on planet Earth. We have some of the most talented people, some of the most beautiful people that can help us. So everything we already have is there. And we're the only Repap podcast in the world, right? So despite all of that, look at the opportunities that we have. And of course, you're going to have to, let's say for this business, if you have an editor or something like that, they may not have internet, they may not have a computer yet, But those are the problems you got to come in and solve, right? You kind of come in and see what you need to do what you need to do. Yeah. But once you have it there, you'd be surprised if you'll sacrifice. Most people won't do it even if they have the money. And just it goes so much better to treat your people well that you're partnering with or that work for you or work with you, giving them, just giving them a great experience. And people will help you get so far. Like the work that we have available for us, we can't get it all right now. We just have too much demand. But that is because of having a positive attitude. My mom my mom is retiring next month, and I can comfortably say, all right, what do you need? There you go. And I know I can cover it now.
That's blessed, man.
I wasn't able to do that in America.
Yeah.
I'm able to do it here, right?
Yeah.
So I thank God for the opportunity to be here. And like I said, you're gonna have problems for sure. But if anybody else can do it, so can you. Just do the things that we're telling you. Get in contact with your embassies locally. If it's in London, get in the local communities there. Find out how things work and use your mind to solve things. You're going to see opportunities here, but how do you make those opportunities viable for you?
Yeah.
And then you start your process. It may take you 1 year. It could take you 10 years. But once you got it, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, straight.
I feel like that was a perfect way to end this episode. Maintain, let the people know where they can find you.
Yes, people, you can find me at DJ Maintain on all social mediums. And yeah, that's about it. Production, mixes, all that good stuff.
Okay, perfect. Oshé, well.
Oshé don't want nobody contacted.
Yeah, I really don't like y'all messaging me. It's not, like, y'all know y'all think that's rude, right? But I just want I'm so busy, you know what I mean? So if you message me, I'm probably just not going to read it. But if you want to message me, there's an email, teamkengun@gmail.com. So somebody else will read that and not me.
I will read
so
yeah. Also, but you can also share.
You might get a wife if you have a good enough email, you know. She's single.
Something real quickly with regards to what you said. Everybody that's sending me links for subjects to consider for the episodes, just give me a chance.
Is it too much?
Yeah, there's loads. So big up everybody.
On Instagram or on your
Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook. And Twitter.
You're getting them right now, still today?
Yeah, still today. So I'm just getting through them. I'm getting through them. So don't think I'm being rude. I'm getting through them.
To teamkengun@gmail. There's like someone out there. That job is to read your emails and reply and note down whatever it is you're putting out there.
Oh, great.
Maintain is out there making people vibe and have a good time. He doesn't have time to read all your links. But make sure you also follow us on all our social media platforms at Kenganda Nation. Also subscribe to this channel and, hit the bell for notifications, all the nice things. Also subscribe to the Pan-African Dating Show. A shout out to our camera guys, Enoch and Brivian, plus our assistant today. We'll see you guys next time.